elimination. Oh, your brain's gonna be happy today, trust me. Right, Brianna? We like elimination. We like elimination. It's all right.
I was talking with this kid. We were talking. It was Jemima who asked for help on the homework, and he said
Imagine, like,
and then when he looked at it, he didn't know. And then tell Miss Simpkins to, like, we were reading a story about hanging fire. He said, tell Miss Simpkins to figure out the theme of the hanging fire story.
Hey, well, I like to read, so he can shut up about that.
The theme is about how you need parents.
Can someone please tell Thorn why there's 2 lesson 5s?
Because there's 2 parts.
False.
I only have one.
Wait a second.
I asked yesterday when I did this a second period, I sent one and it wasn't working. So I sent a second one and then they both started working. Hence 2 of them. So just delete one. I don't care.
I'm gonna keep both.
I don't know if you can.
They're different things.
Lesson 5s?
Yeah, they have different things.
They should have the same thing.
They have the same thing.
This one has more.
You can delete.
No, one's just more zoom.
Yeah, especially like some people like to go in and delete like the one that just has untitled page at the top. Like you don't need that.
I always keep
Wait,
that.
can we delete our password?
No, because we have an EOC in May that I'd like you to pass. Yeah.
Oh, that's the replacement for the FSA.
Oh no. Yes.
Wait, if the end of your test is in May, don't we still have
Wait, yeah, they are.
Do we still have what?
don't we still have school till
We
June?
have
Yeah.
school till June.
I mean, that's like last year when you take like your FSA and the end of April, you still have like a whole month of school.
Yeah,
Next
but they
session,
usually-
we like did a whole new thing.
We'll do some fun stuff after that, I promise.
But like usually don't they have it like one of the tests are in like the first 2 weeks of May?
So since the school year is like later, like going later, there's like the window for testing has moved a little bit later.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so Thursday, we learned substitution, which is substitution. We also know how to graph. So now we're gonna learn a third method, which I think you'll like the best. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like it the best. It's called elimination, okay? So before we do elimination, I want you to go to Desmos and I want you to graph these 2 equations.
Pretty
I
much.
think that's most.
Math is free.
You made a bunch of fans of
I know, Desmos biggest fans. Sounds like a band. It needs to be like a band or some rapper's name or something.
If you
Yeah.
guys want to
When one of you gets older and becomes a rapper, make your rapper name Desmos.
And then put it in your honor.
Yeah.
In your 7th grade.
In honor of Miss Simpkins, my algebra teacher in middle school.
In 7th grade.
Just name a song, Jessica.
Or that.
Or you should just do both. Sponsored by Disney.
Please stop, Graham. All right, so what is it? 4x. Oops. No, I don't want to zoom. I don't want to zoom.
It's -1.
Why did you say that?
4x plus 9y equals
Negative
5.
Yes.
And then negative 4x plus 6y equals 11. 7y. It's really sad that I memorized that. Okay. So they do indeed cross each other at -1, +1. So we could graph it. What would be the downside to graph, not by Desmos, but if I asked you to graph this one by hand? We may not be accurate. We also have to put that in slope intercept form, both of them. That seems like a lot of work. Okay. What would be the downside of using substitution? So think about what we had to look for when we did substitution. Yeah. There's no variable by itself. The X has a 4, the Y has a 9, the other X has a -4, the other Y has a 7. So we're going to use a different method, which is my favorite, called elimination. So when you hear that word, what do you think? Okay.
Take something out.
What'd you say?
Cancel out.
Yeah. Okay. Cancel. What else?
Take something.
Take something out.
Destroy it.
Yeah. Video game people. When you eliminate somebody, what do?
Next.
You kill them, right? You kill them. So we're going to eliminate or kill one of the variables. Okay. Looking at this problem, which variables, X's or Y's, do you think we're going to kill? X's, Y, WHY, X's.
We're gonna kill the X's.
Why?
Because they're the same.
They're not the same. Yeah, say it louder. They would equal 0. They would cancel. They would eliminate. They would die, I guess, if you want to use that word. So if we add these two things together,
Yeah.
4x plus negative 4x, goodbye, cancels. 9y plus 7y is 16y. 5 plus 11 would be 16. And then we would divide both sides by 16 and y equals 1. Well, that's like half. Remember, we have to have an x and a y.
Wait,
And then we just eliminate the Y.
That's so silly.
So this takes like 30 seconds. and the other one
So
takes, like,
we're not
hours.
done. Wait, we'll be done in a second.
I'm just saying.
So is that the y value I wanted?
Yes.
Yes. So the second step, though, is similar to how we would find the other value with substitution. So we're going to use this. We're going to substitute it back in to get our x value. So 4x plus 9 times 1 equals 5. So 4x plus 9 equals 5. That's a two-step equation. So we want to subtract 9 to get 4x equals negative 4. Divide by 4.
Oh, yeah.
So x would equal negative 1, which is the value that I wanted.
No way.
Yes, way.
Sorry.
You're staring, Renee. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the 5 and the 9 negative 4 confused me for a second.
Oh, okay, yeah. 5 minus 9 is negative 4. After just one problem, just curious, do you prefer this or no?
Yes.
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 No.
Okay, I heard a so I don't care. It doesn't bother me anyway. I'm just curious.
This is easier than-
All right, so let's try another one. Which of those variables would we eliminate? The y's. Why?
Because they're the same.
Because they'll cancel each other out.
Okay, so let's use the word opposites. They're opposite of each other. One of them is negative 3y. One of them is positive 3y. So if we add these together, 10x plus negative 2x is 8x. The y's, boop, bye, cancel. 18 plus 6. Ugh. Y'all got this. 18 plus 6.
24.
Yes.
Yep. You know that one.
So then we divide by 8 to get x equals 3.
And then we substitute.
Then we substitute. I have an answer.
So for elimination, will they always be like even numbers?
What do you mean even numbers?
Because there's no okay. So you know how there's like really easy, so you'll just like instantly toss out one.
Yeah, no, it won't always be that way. Just wait. Yeah, just wait.
Great.
So we're gonna take the 3. Boop. So 10 times 3 minus 3y equals 18. So take a second to figure out what your y value would be. chill. Take a brain 30-second break. Close your eyes, meditate. Meditating's good for you guys if you've never done it.
I'm so bad.
Usually you just like sit for like 5 or 10-ish minutes and just like don't talk, don't like have your phone on, like you can close your eyes, you don't have to, and you just kind of like
Sounds boring.
breathe. Makes you feel good.
It's better to do it outside too.
Yeah.
I'll do it right now.
During the sunrise.
But there's already people around you like talking. You want to sit like in a quiet place.
Just sit in your closet.
Yeah. You could also sit in your closet.
In my house, outside my house, my backyard is like completely blank, so the sunrise is perfectly over there. So that's like the best place. There's like the birds and the weather, the lake in front of my house.
Or like in the shower, stand in the shower and just like don't talk to anybody or yourself or sing, just like in silence.
See, that's my family.
Is
No
that
one will give me
meditating?
privacy on that.
I said don't sing.
Oh, don't.
Yeah. Because I'm sure you usually sing in the shower. So like don't sing in the
I'll
shower.
be like,
I'm dancing.
"Don't leave me."
Or whatever you do, whatever that
I
is.
drink water in the shower.
I almost.
Do you drink the shower water?
No.
Oh.
It's so
Like you
nice,
take a
though.
drink in the shower with you?
Yeah, it's so nice. You should try it. It's like
That's interesting.
Sometimes
And you should
taste
have, like,
it.
Does anybody brush their teeth in the shower?
I do.
No.
The warm
It's
water
easier.
seems odd.
It's easier.
Yeah, it is.
But then you have to like brush your teeth with hot water.
No, you don't.
Yes, you can.
How
Well,
would
I
you
brush my
get?
teeth with hot water.
Do you take cold showers?
What I'll do is
I
I'll
think
like
it's, like,
wash the no. What
lukewarm.
I'll do is I'll wash the. I'll already put the cold water on the toothbrush and I'll go in.
My mom
Yeah,
tells
I already
Interesting.
have it ready before I get in
Yeah,
the
I
shower.
already have
I
it
just
before
brush
I
in the
shower.
shower.
Interesting.
Because like then you can just like wash your face while you're in the shower.
Yeah, it's perfect. And then when you get out of
I
the
wash
shower-
my face in the shower, but I don't brush my teeth.
No, like when you like you know how you get like stuff around your mouth, then you just like wipe it off in the shower.
I mean, I'm a pretty like clean toothbrusher. I don't like get stuff all around my mouth.
Oh,
I'm not
I
that
can't say
clean.
that. When I brush my teeth, it's like.
It's that
No, that's
bad.
not
It's
Okay, you should have gotten y equals 4.
Yes.
Oh no. what's
So
that?
3, 4 is where they should cross in Desmos. So find out if they do. Go graph it.
What?
That's not
Oh,
common.
what?
Like
Wait a
that.
minute, I got negative 4.
These are the
I
most-
got
these are the
two.
most common.
So did you do 18 minus 30?
The most common.
No, I didn't do that. Oh.
Wait, I think I did.
Oh, I did.
Oh shoot, I just.
I did 18 minus 30 and got negative 4.
And then divide it by negative 3?
Oh yeah, it's a negative 3. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, so
Bumbles
wait, so
are
you would
that.
do that? You wouldn't do the 3y. You would do the 30. Like you wouldn't subtract 3y. You would
No, subtract. You always subtract the constant number. The 3y has the variable. They just happen to be written in a different order.
Okay.
Always subtract the
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, okay.
Do they cross
Yes, I do.
at 3, 4?
Yes.
C, yes. Those are the only languages I know yes in. 10x
Negatives that you can say.
plus minus 3y plus 3y.
Minus
minus
Thank you.
10x minus 3y.
Did you memorize the
equals
last?
18.
Hold on, I think I know this one. So negative 2x plus 3y equals, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. Oops, I missed the 3y. I put y.
Wrong. Wrong.
Wait, what?
Wrong.
3, 4. Woohoo! Golf clap.
You know what? To be honest, like golf, they kind of do scream though after somebody takes a shot.
They do.
Yeah,
They
they're
do.
like, "Whoa,
I've
get
never played
the
golf
hole,"
before.
so-
This is what they do.
Okay, you got this.
By ourselves?
Yep. Which one are you eliminating?
Whoa, I can't do this.
Which one are you eliminating?
Why?
Y's. Add them together. Go.
I can't do it.
You got it.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought you was
Big brain.
Big, huge brain.
I'm gonna talk about
You did it?
confidence in a second.
No, it's not. You did it faster than. Oh, wait. you did
Oh,
so-
no.
you did so much.
No. I was just checking.
7, comma, negative 3. So you always do the x, then the y.
You did it faster than us.
That's right, Terrence. Good job. Okay, so let's discuss common sense.
Common sense.
So we added them together. Some of us had a little bit of an issue forgetting that this has a 1 in front of it. So 4x equals 28. Divide by 4, so x equals 7. So most of us were okay there. Now, if I take this 7 and I put it up here, it says 7 minus y equals 10. Ms. Simpkins, how can I subtract something and get a bigger number? Yeah, how can I subtract something from 7 and get 10? That thing I'm subtracting has got to be negative. Because what happens when we subtract something that's negative? It changes to a plus. That's the same thing as adding 3 to get 10. You could have also subtracted 7 from both sides to get negative y equals 3. Negative y, that was another issue. And then divided both sides by negative 1 to get y equals negative 3. So use common sense. If you don't have that, use the other way. Okay? Yeah. Woo. Woo. Okay. We actually are not going to solve this one by elimination. Why not?
Because it's
Because it's okay. It's like inverted. Can you be more specific?
Oh, because
Hold on.
Like plus sign, it wouldn't really work out.
Okay. You're getting there. Graham, what do you think?
it says x equals.
It does. And if you look at the other 3 problems we just did, both of the equations were in the exact same order. They had their x's, then their operations, then their y's, then their equal signs, then their constants. The bottom one does, but the top one doesn't. The top one says x, then equals, then 3y plus 6, or plus 11, excuse me. What are you going to say?
Nothing.
Are you sure? So if it were me, I wouldn't solve this using elimination. If we did, we would have to change a whole bunch of stuff, subtract stuff over. I don't want to do that. So I would use substitution, and I would substitute, oh, that's fun. Oh. Y'all's fault. I haven't had these problems all day. Why? Hold on, y'all. I'm having issues. There we go. 2 times 3y plus 11 minus 3y equals 16. So I would have substituted 3y plus 11 in for that second x value. I'm not going to solve that. I'm just telling you, if I were to solve that, I would use the method of substitution to do so. I mean, substitution is on the quiz, yes. Could
Are
be.
we allowed to use elimination on the quiz?
No,
What? Are we allowed to use what on the quiz?
elimination.
We can.
So we can't.
Just, the quiz is about graphing and substitution.
Oh, I didn't.
So I'm gonna use elimination.
I thought I was gonna ask questions about.
Does anybody have any questions about that? I'm not going to solve it. I just want to show you that I would use substitution.
I don't have a question about that.
Elimination.
Wait until after our break and I will answer it. Okay?
When's our break?
Whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, you got it, shady.
Okay, go to this second one. It's like in the next column. It's just the second problem.
3x. Mine's weird. There we go.
Here's my, say like number 7. It's okay.
No, it was like a line.
Oh, it'll be all right. Problem?
Okay.
No, I'm asking, is there a problem?
Oh,
Oh, I see a huge problem.
Oh, wait, there. Oh, I thought you were talking about like.
No, like, is there an issue with this problem? Yes, there is. What's the issue?
That it has a problem.
Well, no, I don't care about that. What happens if we add these?
It wouldn't cancel out.
Right, I get 10x plus 12y plus 16 or equals 16.
So that's not.
Yikes. That's not good because I can't do anything.
So we're not able to use it.
We are able to use elimination.
Wow.
That's a great question. We got to do something. So I just want you to stare and I want you to use your huge brain. And I'm going to, hold on. I'm going to time you for 30 seconds.
I think, I don't know.
I want you to think about, is there one of those variables we could change to make it so that something would eliminate? You're only allowed to change one variable, and we want to make those variables eliminate.
Like, what do you mean
Uh,
like change?
Change it.
Like switch it out with something?
Change it.
Like.
You got 15 more seconds.
Like a different number?
We're thinking.
Any number.
We're thinking.
Just one?
I think.
We're thinking is a non-auditory action.
Yeah.
Probably.
Shh. Tape.
30 seconds.
Bryce.
Negative 8y.
Yeah. What are you going to change to -8y? Okay. Yes, that's what we're going to do. But can I just go and take my pencil and erase it and make it a -8y? I mean, mathematically, you're not allowed to just change things, okay? Unless you change everything. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do the other. So what can we multiply 4 by to create -8? -2. So we're going to multiply this entire thing by -2. All of it. Both sides of the equal sign, all the different terms, we're going to multiply by -2. We're going to multiply 3x by -2, 4y by -2, and 6 by -2. So let's do that. So -2 times 3x is -6x. -2 times 4y is -8y. -2 times 6 is -12. So someone asked last period, why are we always going to multiply by -2? No. -2 just happens to be the number that's going to make 4y into the opposite of 8y. So let's add these. 7x plus -6x. It's just it's just x. And then, yay, my 8y's go away. 10 plus -12, -2. So x equals -2. It is. That's just coincidence, though. Yeah, Thorn.
You have to multiply because you divide.
So you could divide by 2, but then the 7 would become 7 halves. So like that one, if the 7 were like a 4, then I wouldn't see a problem with that. But I just want you to try and avoid fractions. Just like if we wanted to try and change the 3 into a -7, that would be fun. So that's why we strategically chose the 4 to change into -8, because it was the easiest, nice, pretty integer that we could multiply by. Yeah, friendly numbers, whatever that means, yes.
Numbers that are nice.
Yeah.
Mr. Jeffrey says to find.
Are fractions not nice?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Mr. Jeffrey
Because,
says in that function, whenever you do these types of equations that you should find,
It is
always
not.
try to make like whole numbers that are easy.
Yeah, I agree. Not that you can't do it with fractions, but usually less errors happen when we're dealing with integers than if we have fractions and decimals. So we're going to take that -2 and substitute it back. So -6 plus 4y equals 6. We're going to add 6 to both sides to get 4y equals 12. So y is 3. Now I'm curious, who likes elimination still better? That's fine. Again, no
It's
no
still
offense to
easier.
me.
It's 50-50.
It's 50-50.
It's still easier.
50-50.
I think it depends on the equation, what the type of equation.
Well, yeah, as it should, right? You should, if y'all, I'm gonna tell you, if you see this problem, you try to solve with elimination, I'm gonna judge you very harshly.
Okay, I'll do that.
Don't do that. Okay? Just like if it said y equals and y equals, I would probably graph. Because they're already in slope intercept form. So why wouldn't you graph? I don't know. But some people just like to do their own thing. So
Graphing
I
is
feel
just
like
not good.
substitution takes kind of longer. Okay?
it depends on the problem, I guess.
If it's like a problem you can solve with elimination, it's substitution.
Okay, so we're gonna look at two more, and then we're gonna look at one problem, I think, in algebra nation, then we'll take a break. Okay, so 3x plus y equals 2. This is the one right above it. And 6x plus 2y equals 4. So as of right now, we cannot eliminate anything. So yes, decide.
I can't find it.
Could we divide the bottom equation by 2?
We could. I'm gonna stick with multiplication though, for the time being.
So you already know.
So we do the top equation, multiply that by 2.
Okay, so we could multiply the top equation. I wouldn't do 2 because remember we're trying to get opposites. So
Negative
-2. Okay, let's do that.
Easy work.
Oh yeah, they would.
It's too easy.
So we get -6x minus 2y equals -4.
Wait a minute.
Now we get 0. What would be in their solution?
Now we
I
get
got 3.
0
Whoa.
equals 0.
Oh, infinite.
Well, just draw a smiley face on
That would be infinite.
Oh.
What would it look like if it was no solution?
And it'll be like negative. Well, negative.
It's a 0 with a
Zero equals
slash over
X.
it. A 0 with a slash.
0 equals
Negative.
-4. That sounds good. 0 equals 5,000. I don't care. As long as it's not 0, it would be no solution. Because guys, does 0 equal -4?
Yes.
Okay. No, it doesn't. So
So couldn't you just like look at that because they were they're on multiple?
yeah, so remember we talked about this Tuesday when we were doing substitution. These two equations are multiples of each other, so that would end up being infinite solutions. So yeah, if you can tell from the start, you don't even have to do any of that. You could tell me that it's infinite solutions. Okay, last one, and then we're gonna look at a problem in our algebra nation book. All right, right below the next one down says 3x plus 3y equals 9. Find that one. No. Don't do it. We're just gonna talk about it.
It's probably gonna be no solution.
Maybe.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not.
So-
Spoiler alert. It's not no solution.
Dang.
It's one solution.
oh,
Solutions are the worst.
Tell me your thoughts on this one.
It's not cool.
It's not cool. You're right.
It's like not friendly.
It's not friendly.
Anti-human.
Wait, what about?
It's not being nice.
It's a weed.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't you already know what that is?
It wouldn't it would go in, it would create
Can't you multiple both of them and you get
Oh. Okay, so
What did he say?
we could, so before we multiplied one of the equations to get an opposite.
Yes.
Not well, it's possible with a fraction, but not possible with an integer here, right? We can't multiply 3 by something, a whole number to get a 5. Can't multiply 3 by a whole number to get a 4. But what we can do is we can multiply both of the equations by something to get two opposites. So we have to decide before we do anything, do you want to eliminate the x's or the y's?
the Y.
Okay, so let's go with the y's. So the coefficients of the y's are 3 and 4. So what are multiples of those numbers that are the same?
multiple.
Multiples, not factors. Multiples. multiples. 12, 24. What else? 48. I'd rather use the smallest number. 12, right?
Yeah.
So we want to make one of those y's positive 12 and the other y negative 12. So let's just write that. We're making one of them positive 12y and the other one negative 12y. That's our goal.
How do we do that?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I haven't done anything yet. I'm just saying that our goal is to get the top equation to have a positive 12y, the bottom equation to have a negative 12y. Yes, you can multiply them by different numbers. So what would we have to multiply the top equation by to get positive 12y? 4.
Yeah, 4, but not 4.
So 4 times 3x would be 12x. 4 times 3y obviously is 12y. And then 4 times 9 is 36.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how do we get a 4y to be a negative 12y? We multiply it by negative 3. So negative 3 times 5x is negative 15x. Negative 3 times 4y is minus 12y. And then negative 3 times 10 would be negative 30.
Okay,
You want me, are you good?
yeah, at first I was like totally lost.
So, okay, so I kind of want to build on that a little bit. What if we wanted to eliminate the x's?
We would do
What number do what multiple do 3 and 5 have in common?
15.
15. So we would have to make one of them a 15x and the other one negative 15x. So we would multiply that top equation by 5 and the bottom equation by negative 3. Right. We would still end up in the same place at the end. And there's not going to be one that's easier than the other. You just got to decide before you start multiplying things. I don't remember. So if we add these, we get negative 30 or negative 3x equals 6. So x would equal negative 2. Always add.
Yes, you always have to
Always add. Always add.
It's like my brain,
Add. Combine. Add. You put them together.
but my brain, it always just pretends like the negative sign doesn't exist.
Yeah, don't do that.
add.
I'm not gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna do the y, but in case you're curious, the y value is 5.
I knew that.
Wait, do you remember that or do you?
No, I just did that.
Well,
Oh, wow.
how?
Well, if you put negative 2 in, it's negative 6. Negative 6 plus 3y equals 9. So negative 6 plus 15 has to equal 9. 3 times 5 is 15.
I cannot do
Yeah.
something in my head.
Like, you know, it's in the future, I'll be sending it. You know, like, I would know the answers.
What do you mean?
Like, 'cause I was like-
Well, like that's why people that are boy, I shouldn't say that. That's why like teaching somebody is a different skill than just like being smart.
You have to learn.
Like lots of people are super smart and like know how to do this, but to be able to like explain to somebody that doesn't know how to do it, it's like a different set of skills to have. Like teachers that teach people how to read, like can you imagine teaching somebody that doesn't know how to read how to read? Like that just blows my mind.
You have to teach
So
them
here's
the
how you do
alphabet.
the, you're like the, ah,
Yes,
and
exactly.
then bye.
No.
So
Okay,
bye, bye.
Open up your algebra nation book. Yay. So now like the most important part,
Wait, what page are we
110.
110, let's get it. You said what? Huh? Huh?
Uno, 0.
on? Is that really how you say it?
No, it's not.
You're small.
And everything changed.
Your muscle
That's why I
Everything.
made this sound.
You know how to count in Spanish.
What's 110?
110.
Oh, Cientos
What's a
is
110?
100.
But like cientos, diez, or is there a word in between?
What's 11?
It's E.
It's what?
Is it E?
Ours, there's a number. In Hindi,
It's
when you say it in the
cientos.
hundreds, it's like exo. You say exo. So I'm sure it's exo.
What's 100?
Are you?
1,000. What's 100? I'm trying to remember what 100 in sign language is.
One.
No, you only use one hand in most signs.
Okay, I do.
Yeah, like that?
Oh, 100, because like C is 100, like in Roman numerals, 100. 100. 1,000.
Why this?
I don't know. 1,000.
It's exodos.
100,000. Yes.
110 in Hindi is exodos.
Exodos. Exodos.
Exo.
Exo.
Yeah.
Egg.
So like
Exodos.
it's like 100 and something is like exo beef.
I can count 1, 2, 3, and
Exo beef, char panche, something.
in char panze. There you
Exo.
Okay. Ruxin, interesting name.
go. Ruxin.
Ruxin and Andre were invited to the Super Bowl party. Very relevant. They were asked to bring pizzas and sodas. Ruxin brought 3 pizzas and 4 bottles of soda and spent $48.05. Andre brought 5 pizzas and 2 bottles of soda and spent $67.25.
Whoa.
So we're gonna say that X is dollars per pizza and Y is going to be dollars per soda. So this should be similar to how, at least how you set up the one in the bell work. So for Ruxin, 3X, because he bought 3 pizzas, plus 4Y, 4 bottles of soda, is $48.05, because that was his total cost. Then for Andre, 5X plus 2Y equals $67.25.
What do you know what to do?
So I'm forcing you to use elimination just for the moment. We can't eliminate anything yet. I know, I'm good. Yes. Yes.
Just calm down, throw another T. Nobody wants to know that you know.
I want to know. Okay, so we are going to make the Y's opposite. Right now, our Y's are 4 and 2. So we're going to make that 2 into a -4. So we need to multiply all of this by -2. When we do that, that's going to make our Y values opposites. So the first equation is not being changed. 3X plus 4Y equals 4805. -10X minus 4Y equals whatever that is.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
You have a calculator, okay?
What happened? I haven't even looked. I wasn't writing down.
Well, you didn't have to write anything in the one.
It's just when you have to write everything down. I'm not.
It's just if you wanted to see them on your screen instead of having to look at mine.
How long is that quiz gonna take?
A million years. What's -2 times 6725? Negative. Use a calculator. That's why I had you get one.
-2 times what?
Negative 300. Negative.
Oh, no.
134.
-2 times what?
134.
Thank you.
I just looked at it.
Thanks. He's talking about mine. So now we have opposites, so we can add these together. I cannot stress to you enough to use that dang calculator, because I had people last class period tell me that a pizza costs -$8.
It does.
So I want to go whatever pizza place they're going to that's going to pay me to go buy the pizzas. No, you should be talking about positive money. Make sure your answer makes sense, guys. Use common sense. If you don't have some, act like you have some. So if we add these together, thank you, I agree. We get -7x. What happens to my 4y, -4y? Cancels out. Okay, and then we want to add 4805 plus -134.5.
Don't put 48.5.
Yeah, don't do that. 48.05.
I almost did that.
Sometimes.
Oh my God, I messed it up.
Oh, I got it.
What is it, Enrique?
86.40.
-86.45. Make sure you type the number and then hit the negative, by the way. Then the last thing we need to do is divide.
You get a positive.
You better get a positive.
No, you'll definitely get a negative.
So -86.45 divided by -7.
Oh my God.
See,
So much stuff.
12.35. $12.30.
Okay. I also had someone last period be like, can't be a decimal. It's money. Yes, it can.
It could be a fraction.
No. I mean, write it as a decimal, but are you gonna ask who it was? I'm not gonna tell you. So $12.35 is how much one pizza costs. So we need to use that to figure out how much one soda costs. So we're going to take $12.35. Whoop,
And put it over there.
put it there. So 3 times $12.35 plus 4y equals 48.05. So I'll give you like a minute. I want you to figure out how much a soda costs. Mm. Mm.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Calm down.
Whoa.
Put the dust. That sounded right.
It's expensive, but I hope it's good.
I'm assuming it's for like a 2-liter soda, not like one physical soda.
No,
I mean, I guess
got a pretty
a
large-
2-liter could be like one soda for somebody, but
I got a pretty large number. I
I can drink a whole 2-liter soda.
I mean, that's good for you.
That is so.
You should have gotten 37.05 when you multiplied 3 times 12.35.
That is so good for your heart.
No.
yeah, it is.
Then when you subtract 37.05, you get 4y equals 11.
I know the answer.
Right.
I know the answer.
And then what is it?
Oh, I forgot. to do-
2.75.
Yes.
I forgot to do a decimal. I stopped at the.
Isn't soda what?
Oh,
Yeah, it is. Watch. That's what I was looking for. So sodas cost $2.75 each.
Yep.
That's pretty good, honestly.
For how much soda though?
Okay, so before we take our break,
For doing
you're gonna do one, and you got this. You got this.
No, please hold it.
We're gonna set it up together, but then you're gonna do it up all alone. So Jasmine and Justine went shopping for back to school clothes. Jasmine purchased 3 shirts and 1 pair of shorts and spent Justine bought 4 shirts and 3 pairs of shorts and spent $71.50. So we're gonna say X is dollars for a shirt. Y is dollars for shorts. So if we set up an equation just for Jasmine, her equation would be 3X plus Y equals 38 because she only bought 1 pair of shorts. You could do 1Y. I'm just doing Y. It doesn't matter. Then for Justine, 4X plus 3Y equals 71.50. Ready? Eliminate.